Good morning. Today is March 15, 2024, scheduled for the private conference of the following goods and civil work projects. First, we go for the goods. We have contract ID number 24 GCI 0003. The contract name supply and installation of new aircon and new building at DPWH Pampanga DEO. The approved budget for the contract is 15,479,316 pesos and 74 centavos. And the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next is contract ID number 24 GCI 0004. The contract name supply of diesel fuel for use in service vehicles, heavy equipments, and minor equipments of maintenance section at DPWH Pampanga District Engineering Office. The approved budget for the contract is 1,027,480 pesos. The cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. These goods are scheduled to be open for bids on March 27, 2024, 10 a.m. at back conference room, DPWH Pampanga District Engineering Office. And the complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on March 7 to March 27, 2024. So for the eligibility requirements for procurement of goods and services, the DPWH procuring entity shall use the following set of criteria to determine the eligibility of prospective bidders for goods and services. First, the Class A documents or the legal documents. First is the citizenship. The prospective bidder must be either of the following: a duly licensed Filipino citizen or sole proprietorship, a partnership duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the interest belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. Number 3, a corporation duly organized under the laws of the Philippines and of which at least 60% of the outstanding capital stock belongs to citizens of the Philippines. Number 4, the cooperative duly registered with Cooperative Development Authority and of which at least 60% belongs to the citizens of the Philippines. Or persons, entities forming themselves into a joint venture for a particular contract, provided that Filipino ownership or interest in the joint venture concerned shall be at least 60%. Filipino ownership shall be based on the contribution of each of the members of the joint venture as specified in the joint venture agreement. Then next eligibility requirement is the business license, wherein legislation certificate from SEC, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. Mayor's business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. In cases of recently expired mayor's or business permits, it shall be accepted together with the official receipt as proof that the bidder has applied for renewal within the prescribed period, provided that the renewed permit shall be submitted prior to contract award. And lastly, the tax clearance per Executive Order 398, Series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the BIR. So, for the interested bidders, the documents to comprise the bid shall include the following. First, the technical requirements, wherein the work experience in similar contracts. The prospective bidder must have completed within the period specified in the invitation to bid a single contract that is similar to the contract to be bid through a statement of bidder single largest completed contract or SLCC. The next, the financial requirements. The prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. And number two, the prospective bidder's computation of its net financial contracting capacity. And lastly, in line of its NFCC computation, a bidder may submit a committed line of credit CLC specific to the contract to be bid for a universal or commercial bank. So next, let us proceed now for the pre-bid conference of the civil work projects. For the civil work projects, we have first contract ID number 24CI0084 with the contract name Flood Management Program, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Flood Control Structure in Manila City, Pampanga, Phase 1. The approved budget for the contract is 62,714,044 pesos and 14 centavos. The contract duration of the said project is 200 calendar days. The cost of bidding documents is 50,000 pesos, and the license category required is pickup license category of B for medium A. The next project, contract ID number 24CI0085 with the contract name Off-Carriageway Improvement, Secondary Roads, Friendship, Circumferential Road or West Circumferential Road, kilometer 82 plus minus 35, to kilometer 82 plus 80, to kilometer 82 plus 115, to kilometer 82 plus 329, kilometer 86 plus 8 plus 40, to kilometer 88 plus 824, kilometer 89 140 to kilometer 89 350 with solar LED street lights, Angeles City, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 46,924,117 pesos and 56 centavos. The contract duration of the said project is 207 calendar days. The required pickup license category is B for medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24CI0086 with the contract name Network Development Program, Off-Carriageway Improvement, Tertiary Roads, Abacan Road at Angeles City, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 48,999,568 pesos and 61 centavos. The contract duration of the said project is 193 calendar days. The required pickup license category is B for medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24CI0087, Farm to Market Road or FMR projects, completing of Barangay Balitucan to Barangay Turu FMR Phase 2 at Barangay Balitucan and Barangay Turu, Magalang, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 14,924,642 pesos and 51 centavos. The contract duration is 79 calendar days. The required pickup license category is CND for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24CI0088 with the contract name Farm to Market Road FMR Projects, completing of Barangay Kawayan FMR, Barangay Kawayan, Angeles City, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 14,924,642 pesos and 51 centavos. The contract duration is 79 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI 0089 with the contract name Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Elevating Gaps or CPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of roads and drainage in Magalang, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 87,346,506 pesos and 78 centavos. The contract duration is 221 calendar days. The required pickup license category is B for medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI 0090 with the contract name Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Network Development Program, Off-Carriageway Improvement, Secondary Roads, Daung NLEX MNR Road at kilometer 88 plus minus 342 to kilometer 88 plus 591 with solar LED street lights. The approved budget for the contract is 12,027,978 pesos and 60 centavos. The contract duration is 78 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI 0091. The contract name Convergence and Special Support Program, Construction Improvement of Access Roads leading to trades, industries, and economic zones, roads leveraging linkages for industry and trade infrastructure program, is Circumferential Road connecting MacArthur Highway to Angeles Magalang Road in support of handicraft, furniture and garments, and food processing industries, Angeles City, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 4,920,165 pesos and 1 centavos. The contract duration is 42 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI 0092 with the contract name Network Development Program of Carriageway Improvement, Tertiary Roads, Concepcion Capas Road, 0 to 514, Magalang, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 4,533,416 pesos and 66 centavos. The contract duration is 34 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI 0093 with the contract name Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Flood Mitigation Structures Protecting Public Infrastructures Facilities, Construction of Flood Mitigation Structure, Barangay Santo Rosario, Magalang, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 9,889,938 pesos and 72 centavos. The contract duration is 117 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 10,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI0094. The contract name, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Calabiting Gaps, or CPAG. Access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of Kitangel Creek, Road Dike, at Barangay Santa Maria to Barangay San Francisco, Mabalacat, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 39,182,438 pesos and 75 centavos. The contract duration is 143 calendar days. The required pickup license category is B for medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI0095, construction of two-story, 6-classroom school building at Don Ambrosio Medjola Integrated School at Barangay Capaya 1, Angeles City. The approved budget for the contract is 24,874,441 pesos and 95 centavos. Contract duration is 180 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. Next project, contract ID number 24 CI0096. Contract name, construction of two-story 4-classroom, Leoncia Village Elementary School, Angeles City, Leoncia Village Elementary School, Barangay Santo Domingo, Angeles City, Pampanga. The approved budget for the contract is 14,924,852 pesos and 28 centavos. Contract duration is 180 calendar days. And the required pickup license category C and D for small b. Cost of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. And lastly, contract ID number 24 CI0097. Maintenance, repair, and rehabilitation of infrastructure facilities, flood control and drainage systems, structures, and related facilities, repair, maintenance of Kitangel Creek Revetment 7, Barangay San Pablo, San Miguel, Magalang, Pampanga, Phase 1. The approved budget for the contract is 2,496,240 pesos and 63 centavos. The contract duration is 45 calendar days. The required pickup license category is C and D for small b, and the cost of bidding documents is 5,000 pesos. So for those civil works, the interested bidders, the complete set of bidding documents may be acquired from March 8 to March 26, March 27. Then the schedule for the opening of bids will be on March 27, 2024. At this office, DPWH Pampanga 3rd District Engineering Office, conference room at 10 a.m. And for those interested bidders, the documents to comprise the bid shall include the following. First, the first envelope for the technical proposal, which shall have an original copy, and provide 2 additional copies. The copy 1, copy 2 must be placed on the envelope and sealed with the signature. Then, the technical proposal shall include the following. First is the PhilJEP's Certificate of Registration and Membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the Revised Implementing Rules and Regulation. Number 2, if the bidder is not previously enrolled in the Civil Works Registry, the bidder's Class A and Class B documents, together with the contractor's confidential application statement for registration, should include, among others, the following: pickup license and registration, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, SLCC or the single largest complete contract, NFCC or the net financial contracting capacity, and the JVA or the joint venture agreement if applicable. The next requirement for technical proposal is the bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and the validity period using form DPWH Infra 10, 11, or 12. Next is the project requirements, which shall have the following. First, the contractor's organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Next is the list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract, where this includes the project manager, project engineers, material engineers, construction safety officer, and foremen to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification and experience data. Next is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be used for the contracts, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by a proof of ownership and certification of availability of the equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration required for the project, as the case may be. And lastly, the last requirement for technical proposal is the omnibus sworn statement by the prospective bidder or its duly authorized representative using form DPWH Infra 16. Then the next requirement for the bid is the second envelope or the financial proposal, which shall also have an original copy and provide 2 additional copies, the copy 1, copy 2, and it must be placed also to the envelope and sealed with signature. Okay, the financial proposal shall include the following. First is the bid form, including total bid price using form DPWH Infra 9. Next is the bid prices in the bill of quantities or the BOQ. Then the detailed estimates, and lastly the cash flow by quarter. We shall take note that unless indicated in the bid data sheet or the BDS, all financial proposals that exceed the approved budget for the contract or the ABC shall be rejected. So for those who are here present and for those who are watching live on our live stream channel, is there any questions, clarifications, and verifications regarding the said goods and the civil work projects? Question? Yes po. Naka-attach naman po. Later na po. Pero meron po i-provide. Sige po. Okay po. Is there any questions pa?
Sir, yung mga floor mounted, mga inverter ba ito?
I-explain na lang po. I-elaborate na lang po after na.
Tapos po, mga bagong install po ba ito o mga replacement?
Yung ano po yan? Yung po mga aircons po. Wala po. Para po siya sa bagong building.
Yung mga power supply po ba nito nakaka?
Opo, meron na po yun.
Sa outdoor po yung nakalagay?
Opo. So, is there any questions? Okay. So, since hearing none, therefore, this pre-bid conference is now adjourned. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you.